Information reaching us is that the Ooni of Ife has actually paid a visit to Naomi in detention. Yes, there is a very high classified information that the Ooni of Ife has paid a visit to Naomi in detention as a way and manner of trying to see that he releases Naomi from detention. Hello, everyone, and welcome to D and Z TV. D and Z TV is the one-stop hub where every information that concerns the Ooni of Ife's palace is being dissected and analyzed with a very objective way of trying to see how we can give you the true facts of concerning anything that has to do with the Ooni of Ife's palace. So, if you've not subscribed to the channel, this is the opportunity for you to subscribe to the channel to get the latest information of everything that you need to know at the palace of the Ooni of Ife. Alright, so it's time now to go straight to the gist of the matter. So as you all know, Naomi has been in detention for the past almost a week, more than a week now, and a lot of people have been calling for the release of Naomi, which has actually proved abortive. Now, the Ooni has been fighting to stay away from the calamity of the detention for a very long time, because people were expecting that the Ooni was going to be the first to see that he goes and makes every effort to make sure Naomi is going to be released. But the Ooni never did any of such. Rather, he has been hiding behind the picture, not to be seen in all of this. So what now happened is last night, while everybody was busy celebrating 31st Happy New Year, he Nicodemously entered the prison and decided to talk with Naomi first to see how Naomi could gain her freedom. But now the conditions she gave Naomi to come out of the prison are such that Naomi did not buy them. Now the conditions he gave to Naomi was that he's God's going to be here to release only Naomi alone, that he doesn't want to release other people who were detained with Naomi. Naomi actually kicked against it vehemently. Naomi said, "No, I cannot leave these people behind, because it is because of me that they found themselves in this predicament. So it's going to be unhealthy of me to leave them alone in detention and go to do something else." Wow. The Ooni did not really understand. The Ooni did not really feel that as something very interesting anymore. How can Naomi now refuse to follow the Ooni back home because she wants to stand with everybody who was arrested with her? Now, it took a very long time, because even the prison warders were even trying to convince Naomi that, see, Naomi, you cannot cry more than the bereaved. Now, since your husband has actually come up to say, okay, let us go home, I think the best thing for you to do is to follow your husband home. Yes, try and follow your husband home rather than spending more time in this place. This is actually not going to help matters. But guess what? Naomi still refused. Naomi still refused that she was definitely not going to leave the palace, that she was definitely going to remain in the palace. She was not really going to leave the prison. She was going to still be in the prison with them. That this is what we call solidarity. You know, like this song where this song that is being sung by comrades. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always guide our minds. Solely. You know, so Naomi is now saying that she's going to be in solidarity with all these people, that they should not expect her to leave them alone. They should not expect her to they should not expect her to leave them alone in detention. Rather, they should just know that, as a matter of fact, she is going to remain steadfast with them. As a matter of fact, she's going to be with them, and they're going to fight this to the logical end. This is very, very strong, coming from Naomi. And the way Naomi is not someone that can be easily pushed around. Naomi is someone that when she makes up her mind to do a thing, she will definitely going to remain strong in that thing. And nobody can actually shift or change her from doing what she wants to do. A lot of people have actually tried to see that they make her change her mind, change her perception, change her belief system. But the more they try to make her change her mind, the more strong she tries to remain, steadfast in doing the things that she wants to do. This is actually not too good, because some people are of the opinion that, okay, Naomi should have accepted to leave the palace. Then she can now struggle to get the release of these people when she's out. That if all of them are incarceration, it will be a little bit difficult for them to come out. But now that she is there and every other person is there, then it's kind of a little bit difficult for Naomi to be sent out of detention. So it is something that everybody needs to put a look at. What do you think? Do you think that Naomi did right by not accepting the freedom from the Ooni, or do you think people will still go ahead to blame the Ooni for actually not trying to do due diligence to bring Naomi? Because from the look of the way it is right now, the Ooni is not going to be blamed anymore. It's not possible for the Ooni to be blamed, because everybody has been blaming Ooni, 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 Ooni. But right now, Ooni has said, okay, Naomi, come, let me take you out. But Naomi says she's not going to accept. So that is one aspect of it. The other aspect now is, do you think the Ooni is right by coming into the prison Nicodemously? Nicodemus is now in the sense that she doesn't want people to see him. She doesn't want people to know that he came around. So why should the Ooni now come to prison with hiding? I think it does not make sense for him to come to the prison hiding. On the other hand, too, I think Naomi should also accept the hand of friendship from the Ooni. Yes, Naomi should be able to accept this hand of friendship and see that she accepts to be released. If you want to think about it very well now, Prince Tade needs Naomi. How will Prince Tade now feel that the way it is like this, nobody is even around to tell her Happy New Year or stuff like that. So there's every tendency that she just feels that she's okay with the system. She's okay with the way the things are, because nothing outside is interesting her anymore. Nothing is making her happy. The only thing that can make her happy, and I think what Naomi is actually passing through right now, is the fact that she's feeling guilty. She's feeling guilty that those people died because of her. She's feeling guilty that if not that she organized that event, these people will still be alive. I think it's what is really affecting her now. Basically, is much of guilt, which every human being who has conscience is going to feel like. But unfortunate thing now is some of our leaders do not have conscience. Some of our leaders are just bound at just remaining strong, not minding what anybody is passing through. They just want to feel that, okay, we've made up our mind, so we don't give a hoot about what another person is suffering. But that is actually not how things are supposed to be done. Things are supposed to be done in the right way. So Oni, I think you should consider releasing everyone. Yes, only to consider releasing everyone. We're not saying that they should release them to go free, but they should be able to bail them, because as I know, this is actually a bailable offense. So it's not like it's an offense that cannot be bailed. Alright, so people, it's been awesome having you here. Thank you, and see you some other time. Bye bye.